Hi guys, so I'm here to do the next activity of arts, okay? And if you remember, in the previous activity we did in March, long time ago, we were talking about Russia and we were talking about the matrioskas, you remember? Some of you sent me your matrioskas, I love them. And you know that the matrioskas, they're made of wood. So we are gonna talk today a little bit more about this material, okay? Are you ready? So, as I told you, we are gonna talk a little bit about wood, about this material that comes from the trees. Do you know what is it? Yeah, I think you know. But I left a video here for you to learn a little bit more of how do they get the wood from the trees, what happened with the trees when they take them, when they cut, okay? For you to see, for example, if we want to make a chair made of wood, or if we want to do matrioskas, how do we do? We take the wood from where? And how do we do for taking the wood? Okay? So watch the video and we continue with the activity.
There was a time when if you wanted wood, you had to pick up an axe and go and chop down a tree. Now all it takes is a trip to your local timber yard. The whole process starts with a load of spruce or fir trees. Turning them into construction wood isn't that complicated. First, the logs are soaked for about 20 minutes. The logs go through the debarker, a machine with 6 sharp rotor blades that shave off the bark, taking just 10 seconds to shave a log bare. In this sawmill, there are 2 production lines. Firstly, the wider logs go through this saw. The worker at the controls uses a laser to help position each log as it runs through the saw. An average log usually yields about 7 or 8 pieces. The narrower logs go through a different saw, which first cuts a board off each side, then sends what's left onto another saw. The planks from the first production line go for a second cut, called the resaw, where they'll be cut in half. Then the pieces will be graded and shipped to a timber yard or DIY store. Just make sure it has a renewable resource stamp.
Now, we are going to start our activity. And what am I doing here on the floor? Your activity is going to be taking objects, anything that you have in your house that has wood in it, okay? It doesn't need to be completely made of wood, okay? It can have just a little bit. For example, the knife. You see that the knife has this part that is made of wood, okay? Be careful if you take a knife, okay? So I got, for example, myself, I got the knife, I got those spoons, I got my earrings, I got some color pencils, okay? Because the color pencil has this part that is made of wood. I got some decoration that I have. The base of the incense is made of wood. Everything that I saw that is made of wood, I took. I took a chair. You see that this part is made of wood. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna take all those objects and you need to make a face or the body of a person with those objects, okay? So that's the activity. So when you finish, you send me a photo or a video of you making it, okay? And you show me your face or your body made of wood, okay?
And just to finish with this activity, I left this document in Google Classroom. It's similar than the test, the arts test that you did. It's very easy. There are just 3 questions, okay? I'm gonna show you very fast in here. So you're gonna open, you're gonna find here the email, you're gonna write the email and your name, okay? After you write your name in here, you have the 3 questions. The first one, where does wood come from? So this is the wood. You're gonna tell me, where does the wood come from? From the rocks, from the water, or from the trees? So you select the correct one. The second, what of those objects are made of wood? Okay, there can be more than one. So look properly and just select the correct ones. And the last one, what doll is made of wood? Okay, the same, you select the correct one and you send me. And that's it. So it was our arts activity from this week. And I'll see you next week with more things. Bye bye.